your high school coach. We got a program director right here, Suge Knight. Sometimes we call him.
That's so crazy because Joe said it to me.
we got a high school coach right here, and we're coming off the high school live period. This past weekend was the NCBCA live period that a lot of people was at, and now the kids, they're kind of almost getting handed off back to the AAU program. I think high school, at least in North Carolina, is a dead period. So the coaches are kind of like, hands off, nationwide dead period. So the high school coaches are a little bit hands off. So with all the hats that all of y'all wear, what would you say are some adjustments that kids should be adjusting back to or adjusting to when they're going back to the AAU program?
Taking what they just learned in June. Like everything that you did in June, just take it to July, right? Just keep building. You got to keep building every day, stacking days, what they call it now. So keep stacking days. Like don't take a back seat when you go back to July. If you made your name in June, keep going to July. Like you can't stop. You got to keep going every single day. So whatever you did in June, build on that in June and going into July. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell them 365, right? So 365, you got to do it 365 days. So like, we saying going from June to July, but it's going from June to July to August to September to October. Then you into your high school season. So you got to keep going. Like
that momentum.
You got to keep it going because you never know when that moment gonna happen. That moment can happen at any time. So with these kids going back now to AAU, is like a lot of these kids made names, and I seen them getting offers and things like that. Okay, you got the first one. Now you got to go get that second one. You got to get that third one. So you got to keep going.
Do you go in to June with a game plan, or what do you do as far as a coach? So
my game plan this year was just to play, right? Like last year I came in and I got the job, and my sister Jayla was like, I was already like, man, I'm finna play. Like, I'm finna play. Jayla was like, no, you're not. Like, yes, I am. And I had to understand where I was at. So, at the end of the day, like she was like, no, you're not. So we didn't play last June. My kids just came to the gym and things like that. And so this June, you know what I'm saying? Like I turned into who I was when I was at Combine. Like, I heard all the noise. I heard everybody talking. So it turned into, man, we're finna pop out here. My kids gonna be better than what people think they is. We're not gonna be the same. And that's my goal this year, not to be the same. So when we came out, my game plan was, man, I ain't putting no sets in. We run no plays. We just played. And we played defense.
That's the main thing.
We pressed everybody. Everybody I played against pressed. I don't care if we was winning or losing. And we went 5-1 at UNCC team camp. And so, like, for me, like, that was big for my kids because a lot of my kids, you know what I'm saying, that was their first time ever playing or something like that. And it was big for the program. It was big for me. You know what I'm saying? They put a smile on my face. It made me excited for the season.
As you should be. As you should be, bro.
It made me excited for 1100 Eastway Drive.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So
I know about that over there.
So,
Trey, you about to have a flock of kids. I think you still doing a little practicing on
man, bro, having a whole live try.
Oh my bad. I don't know. It was a kid. That might have been a 7th graders. I think that was
a whole live tryout.
My bad. That was
already. You done gave him a Suge Knight speech for real. Hey, if you ain't happy with your coach and your producer dancing all the videos, not giving you no playing time, trying to holler at your mama, right? Come to death row.
So what you looking to get from some of these kids? I imagine you might have seen some kids take steps forward, some kids take steps back. Some kids might have, had they might have had a junior or senior in front of them. Yeah. So like in high school, they had to kind of like just chill out a little bit. Yeah. So then they might be ready to come back and get them shots. So, Or you might have had a kid that kind of really peaked and like they gained momentum. So now they trying to step into a new role. Yeah. Like, hey, coach, you sing, right? Yeah. So as that program director, what's your mindset? What are the adjustments? How are you dealing with getting these kids coming back from their high school, the coaching that they got there, the structure or maybe lack of structure, the growth or decline? Talk to me.
Yeah, I say this. I seen some kids acting brand new. Yeah. Man, they ain't want to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And then, boy, they over there short leash. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I ain't seen them making skip pass all year. They're making skip passes for threes. I'm like, you do got that. So yeah.
So you're seeing the other side.
I'm seeing the other side. You want to get with me.
They came to you to
get loose. Yeah. Which I don't mind that because I'm like my man here as far as playing. I believe in the dribble drive offensive. And man, we teaching the concept, drive, loop behind, all that. But calling sets, I have a couple, but I'm seeing kids, and I like what Mac and Parks is doing because a couple of my kids is over there, and they're looking better already. Mallet Creek gonna be a sleeper. I think they're gonna steal a couple wins against some teams that they're gonna, might be.
We're gonna talk about the new conference in a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about it.
Let my boy. Let me. Did my boy get some recognition? My guy behind the camera, did he?
He had a solid little team camp. I think that what I would say, if I'm just being inside like that mode, I think every game be kind of like built on the next one. And you kind of see like the adjustment. One, like playing in front of a certain amount of coaches, and like inside a different role. And to me, it seemed like he was taking what his coaches were saying, the feedback that he was getting. In each game, each day, because they played 3 straight days, I would say. I think it was like another piece that he kept kind of, adding to it or adjusting to, where, just as dad, I'd be like, all right, I could see like the progression and comfortability and like different things, even if like maybe you had like your best scoring game this game, but like maybe you made a lot of impactful plays, say on a game you might have only scored 7-8 points or something like that. Or the development of like feedback from reads. So you missed this one. All right, we looked at this film, and then the next time you got it back. Oh, we got someone turned up.
I answer that. He said that humble.
What did he say?
Man, QJ got traction.
Okay.
I know he got traction.
Go ahead and pop it for him.
I say QJ got some traction. Like that was the humble way for his dad to say it. Don't get it twisted. Wayne sitting over there too, trying to be humble.
Oh yeah,
Zion got some traction too.
One of the best shooters in the city.
So now, like,
if not the one thing I will say, and we were just talking about this before we got on camera, and I was actually talking to QJ as well, is recognizing that we've been running this marathon for a while. And when we set out years ago, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, I sat down and had talks with these parents. A lot of them was dads, and which was a great appreciation to have. A lot of dads involved with the kids I got initiated with when I got the Team United. And I had a plan for them. It was a plan of, building up into middle school. 7th grade, if you're not starting, you're getting major minutes, you're being thought about. By 8th grade, you're that guy for that middle school team. By 9th grade, you're looking at possibly playing varsity if you're there, if it makes sense, but also being the man on JV. To 10th grade, getting that varsity spot, getting more and more time to where you are now. It literally has came into fruition, everything we kind of set in the motion when they were in 2nd grade. To where we was talking about it, where some players we're not going to say skip steps, but they got early acknowledgement for their skill set and their size at the time. To where now, that bottom tier that we're not talked about. And we talk, when I say bottom tier, we're talking about bottom tier of elite. They were not maybe mentioned as much, which it didn't matter. You had your different coast to coast, different little places wanted to rank 2nd, 3rd, 4th graders, and some parents bought into it literally and financially bought into it for rankings, and then we also had the other side of parents that just, hey, that's cool. Oh, no, it's good to see that kid there. We were just saying, like, it's a very select few kids that were there in 2nd grade. They're still there now. Like they're the Babas, they're the Jamal McKnights, they're, them that have been around literally since 2nd grade. And
it's very
few, but you look at that list and it's fluctuating to where, like you're saying, Sims, as a dad, of course, we're going to be a little humble about things, but because it's not our life to live, of course, from a distance, we're loving to see what they're getting, but this is only beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's a blessing to see that marathon is still being ran and you're still keeping up. And actually, you're starting to catch up to some of those who were ahead of the race a little bit now.
I'm gonna interrupt, Wayne. Stop being humble, man. You lethal shooter, Charlotte. If y'all want the shooting lessons, the boy's shooting the damn leather off the ball. Go get with Wayne.
Yeah, and I don't know why
I get $10 of that when they come book with you.
I see
discount code.
Yeah, discount code.
I see him on the sideline.
Yeah.
You know, you're in the podcast now, so you gotta, you know, you're keeping it a little humble. But
Right.
Oh yeah. He's knocking them trees down, and you going crazy.
Waving the towel. Yeah.
He going crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, and the crazy part about it is these last 2 years, like the first 2 years, I got to watch my son play basketball as a dad.
Yeah.
I've always watched it from the sideline as a coach, and it's like he hit one.
Yeah,
you know, it's
right.
He hit about 4 of them.
Yeah.
Talking about, you know what I mean? But you can't, you can't express it like
They
that.
show too much. Yeah.
And even so now,
And
even so now, being a high school coach on the girls' side and still trying to keep that mantra to where I can still go and talk to certain coaches and they're not look at me as a dad, but look at me as a coach. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I salvage more than anything. It's like I love being a dad, but to be seen in this world as a coach and respecting that level, that's what I like more. But I mean, as a dad, of course, the work we put in, the videos we have, you know what I mean, where wasn't getting it 6-7 years ago. It was like now you're starting to see that same when we practiced when you were 7 years old. Be your patented move. Is like you stuck with it.
He always had that shot, but it's crazy now though.
It's crazy.
Hey, crazy.
But you know, with all these kids, we always say the work will show. And you know, he's been in one, and it's crazy part about like I could literally put out tutorial videos what we've done, but he don't want to be filmed.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And we got to a point, it's like we don't even want nobody to see what we're doing. We just want you to
just work.
Like,
they see the work.
I'll say this. Sometimes it's good to be seen less.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to be seen less because then when you pop out and you're doing all that, then everybody be like, "Oh,
you're not watered down."
I didn't know he could do that. I ain't when he start doing that. So sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't see no cameras over there, Gary.
Yeah.
No, we kept the cameras off. Even we was over there. It's like, nah, we're gonna pop out on you for sure.
Like, I'm on this podcast, but this probably the last time you see me in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, my kids know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we get to work.
Move in silence, bro. Just put that work in. Move in silence.
When we start winning and we win, it ain't about me. Like, they did it.
Right.
And I ain't have to be around no cameras to
do that.
show that we did that. I don't need none of that.
So I guess I'll ask this to y'all. So we talking traction, kids getting momentum. What would y'all say from each of y'all different positions would be from where we at? This is July 3rd. So from July 3rd till fall ball, for kids to kind of keep that momentum, what should be like for the average kid, the game plan of like what they should be looking to do? Going from just finished team camp, now you got your last 2 sessions at AAU, then you're gonna have that little gray period between the end of July into August, and then like your team's probably gonna start like the little end of summer at probably like end of August workouts to go into fall camp. So from here to the end of August, what are we looking for from if you're an athlete, if this is one of the kids that's tuning in, what's a good blueprint for these kids?
Well, there are several blueprints as far as where you are coming off your high school season, the high school team camp.
Okay.
There are some that we know there are the cream of the crop of their team that's going to go play elite level circuit basketball. So they're going to look to literally translate what they've done and actually expand on that more. So it means that, we know AAU provides opportunities for a lot of players to really play freely. In a sense, you know what I mean? So now's the time to kind of take care of that aspect of it, but also play efficient basketball. So you went from high school to where things are a little bit more structured as far as your role, to where you may go to an AAU team or a circuit team that you have more freedom to do a little bit more, dribble more, create more. But are you going to take advantage of that in the right way or go back to and create bad habits? Then there are those that may have played some semi-travel ball that went to high school, seen when they are, and literally don't need to go back and play nothing but just get back in the gym and just work. You know what I mean? So like it's literally tiers to it. So it's a tier of players that.
All right, so give me one plan for the kid that's a developmental piece, and then a kid that's starting to get a little motion.
So let's give you a kid that just came off JV, maybe a rising sophomore or rising junior that played JV last year. Mm-hmm. You're not necessarily on the circuit team playing in May, but you came in and kind of created some buzz for yourself via high school.
Okay.
So what that plan should look like is, hey, coach, what do I need to work on leading to August to where I come back more prepared to
fill a bigger role.
Fill a bigger role for our team here. Mm-hmm. That should be the communication. That should be the plan. And that should consist of, even by yourself without even listening to coach, conditioning, weight training, and getting up as much shots and getting that gym and playing pickup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Playing pickup with older guys. If you can find some bump, I mean, if you can go to the neighborhood court or rec center and find some older guys.
So like that's been a part of like this summer with Q is less like we really don't do as much skill set like we get like a certain amount of shots up.
Yeah.
But like I have like specific days that I know good bump happens at different spots.
Yeah.
And like so it's like 3 days a week, like we just get out and open gym. I'm a little chubby, but I get out there a little bit too.
Oh no, we do the same thing.
I don't run too hard because I be seeing them Achilles pop.
Oh
that's the scariest thing right now for me right now.
I'm bottom man on the help. I'm just yelling, talking a little bit. I come down.
Out of showing the screen. We don't necessarily hit the gyms. I'm an old school guy. We hit the outside court. So I hit, we Sugar Creek, we Tom Hunter, we Tuck, we like. And that's just the cloth I was cut from. And just go out there and go get scraped up knees.
Yeah, listen, North Meck Park on Friday is a good one. So
goes down.
Like to any y'all out there, North Meck Park on Fridays, we hit like a good what is it? The downtown wise on Monday, Wednesday.
Dow be good in the morning. You especially during the summertime, you hit Dow. Why? Now, if you're able to get up, you catch some good bump about 7:00 in the morning, then you'll catch some more about the afternoon time.
Yeah, but going to what you were saying, like I think that a lot of the kids they lack like the feel. We've all played basketball, and you understand when you just know somebody has a feel for the game. Sometimes they don't even have like the greatest skill set,
but they have a great feel for the game.
Like, man, he just know how to put the ball in the bucket.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And a lot of that comes from just the runs of it.
I got a kid right now.
Man,
that joker the worst practice player ever.
I know one too.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Dog,
gamer.
The game get on, and the crazy part is he work out by himself. And then
that's that Isaiah Evans.
And then he didn't even make the team last year. He didn't make JV last year. So then he came back, and I ain't gonna say his name. But this kid don't have no service on his phone. So how he get in contact with me?
He found Wi-Fi.
He get on Wi-Fi. Hit me on Instagram.
Yep.
You don't think I'm gonna go back for that kid? Like, I'm gonna work hard for him, make sure he good.
Yes, sir.
He a gamer. Like I'm telling you, he's the worst.
Yeah,
I be like, bro,
we ready to kick him out.
But as soon as we say, hey man, we're finna run, I'm gonna tell you we got better at. My kids like to play a lot of ones.
Yeah, they do.
Man, so he getting ones.
It's so much talking going on.
He getting ones.
So it's like
they playing 3 dribbles, or I toss it to him and make him play out the run. He getting buckets, and they be like, man, what? I'm like, yeah, he's not like a practice kid. Like he's you tell him go in and get hot, he come out there, he microwave out the bench. Like you get kids like that, like they don't have no skills. You don't think they got no skill set. Or you see them in practice, if a college coach came and see him, be like, man, I'm not recruiting him.
He might not pass the eye test at the first moment.
But I gotta let him know, like, come back to a game.
Come back.
I'm gonna use this as like a shout out to a kid, and like it's a kid that like he's dominant now. And everybody knows him. But when I first seen him, to me, he kind of epitomizes kind of what you're saying. Where Jaleel, if you remember, this is maybe it was like 7th, 8th grade or something like that. We seen him, and
was that the 50-point game we seen him?
But what it was that
it was the ugliest 50 points ever, bro. But bro shot like 27 free throws though. Like he was the first kid I seen that had the James Harden just like just get to the line, like bro.
But my thing with him was that, like,
bro.
I was watching him and I didn't really like he didn't jump off the page.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, he got that bucket to go in. And then you turn around, it was another one and another one. And when I heard it, and they said it was a 50-point game, I was like, oh, damn, let me go back and look at this.
Yeah.
And because it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
But when you look back, like it was a bunch of like it to me, it was like the buckets didn't look pretty, but he got it done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that like as he's progressed and he's played at the highest levels and he's kind of still got it done.
Yeah.
Where like he's one of those kids that to me, it felt like he grew up outside playing. He wasn't a skill and drill guy. So it didn't look pretty, but he put the ball in the bucket.
He got the
and now he's
win.
starting to get like a lot of that.
What school they going to now?
He went private.
Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem Christian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christian. Okay. He up there with Rugg.
But yeah, like he was
Laney Rugg. He up there with the OG.
Yeah. But I got a kid like that too. Like you said, I won't say his name, but I actually shout out to Coach A. Coach A is really doing when she came on here and talked about relationships with the ADs and relationships and just building that.
Yeah,
she really takes that serious. Like because a kid on my 15s, he's a flamethrower, but he just like he don't listen. He'll be talking in the line. I done kicked him out. His mama asked me why I kicked him out. You know what I'm saying? But I had to, I told her, hey, get Lewis over here so he'll know what he got. Like, he can shoot it. And I know Lewis likes shooters.
Dwayne,
yeah. So I'm like, get him to your workout. She had him come, and he seen it. But he said the only thing he got to work on is defense. But he's not an on-ball guy. He's good at being deceptive. Like he'll run behind the guy and time it and boop and go off with it. But I know a kid like that too.
But let me get back to your question you asked though. So the second, so we know we talked about the one kid. We did. But to get back to the other kid, so now we talked about the kid that needs to tap back in with the high school coach.
Yeah,
and work on his game. Now, as far as the elite level kids, it's still the same thing as well. You should be tapping in, asking coach what are some of the things I can improve on over the summer from June. With rapport with some of these coaches is, oh yeah, if you're looking at a kid, so what are things you feel like you need to work on, especially your sophomores and your juniors, rising sophomores and juniors right now, so learning those things and learning how to implement improvement in those areas that they're asking you to grow in, then also showing that growth in the AAU. Now you got 2 live periods you about to come to. They don't want to see you taking the same bad shot you took in May.
Yeah.
They don't want to see the same shot you took early June.
Yeah.
They want to see the improvement of your decision making, your growth as a basketball player, your maturity on the court, your leadership skills. Because if you're coming from not say a great, but you're coming from a good team camp with a good team, you've learned something from that time.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? And also, it's almost like the thing we talked about before. If I am that AAU coach, I'm actually feeling good that the kids I had during May, they came back and performed very well in June.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now we're in synergy, even if we're not communicating, we're in synergy as far as AAU coaches and school coaches, that we're making sure we're getting this kid prepared to be the best for themselves in the summer. So not going back to AAU as a high school coach, I'm telling my kid, okay, we did good in these areas. Now you're going to have opportunity to kind of show more here. Let's take advantage of that, but let's be efficient with it as well, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling my kids.
And I'm gonna throw it to you. So as a high school head coach, when you get that kid back in August, what are you looking for them to have done from like right now is dead period, you ain't got no communication, to when August hit? What are you trying to get? Like what are, especially like with the group that you have, what do you want them to get done?
Can I ask him this on top of your question?
Okay.
Do you have a preference on where your kid plays when they come to you, or
nah?
Yeah.
Say where you want to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I can say that, like being with Team Charlotte, like everybody think they can play there, right? Like, nah, I can't take all y'all, and some of y'all are not at that level. I'm honest with my kids.
Yeah.
Like, they should be that. I'm honest with my kids, but like answer your question, like I tell all my kids, the easiest thing for what I want you to see is love the game of basketball.
Okay.
So I shouldn't have to tell your parents shouldn't have to tell you. And I sent this in the group me to my parents. It's the summertime. Ain't no school. Some of them ain't got no jobs. So what time they getting up to go run?
What's the excuse now?
Yeah. So like what I want to see is, did you do it? And I can tell if you did that because you know when you go to college, you get a book. So when I gave them index cards.
You get that
so
book.
Everything.
Outline everything.
Cards. So every one of my kids got index cards, and the ones who didn't, they got text messages of what they supposed to do between here and now. When I see them in August. And
so you actually outline it for them.
Yeah. So like they see it.
Can you spill some of the juice, or that's just
that's
in house?
Yeah. No, I tell y'all, I don't gatekeep nothing.
There you go.
I got uncles.
We pulling up then. We gonna pull up at your practice.
My uncles don't get.
Sure.
My uncles showed me that. They told me like one of them told me, Byron Dinkins told me 95% of basketball is stealing anyway.
Yeah, it is.
One of y'all
USA basketball. That's what they all say.
So what you gatekeeping for? So So like one of my kids, I can say like 3-and-D. You know what I'm saying 3-and-D. So he got to make 1,000 threes a week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so this is all right. So for you give like you sent each kid a different thing.
Yeah. So each kid got something different.
Yeah.
Every kid is not the same.
No, they're not.
Every kid not the same. Like, I put the ball handling, some ball handling drills in the form. Like, get your ball handling right. But majority of the time, you're gonna be on that ball, pressuring that ball, and you're gonna be getting on it. You're gonna get them threes up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be what your role is right now.
Yeah.
And then I try to explain to kids like that may be your role right now. When you get to college, boy, you might be something else.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna be. So like I tell them that you work on other stuff, but like when I gave that I give them what it is, the blueprint, 2 miles each day. Right? I don't care what time you run. We got 2 miles every day.
Do it, yeah.
But make sure you do. I'm gonna know you did it.
Yeah.
Because when we get back and we get on the line, we start doing them 17s, you can't make your time.
You ain't been running.
Right.
So I know why you didn't make it. When I see you not shooting consistently, I know why you didn't shoot consistently, because you didn't do what I asked you to do. So then now I'm an open book. I tell my parents, you can come to my practices. They're open. So when you ask why your kid's not playing, come on in here and you see why.
See it.
So
this
I like that.
This is the blueprint for me. Yeah. As in saying, this is how we're gonna do it here. It don't have to always be my way. My kids can talk to me. Yeah. So if they feel like, Coach, well, I made 1,000, you want me to make 1,000 threes? How about I go move it up to 15? Now I know you're listening. I got a text message from a kid. He texted me. It was like, Coach, I never had nothing like this. And he's finna be a senior. And I'm like,
that's my boy.
You know who it is.
That's my boy. I already know who it is.
And this kid got, and I'm telling y'all, this kid got on my nerves. I was ready to kick him out of 10. He couldn't get no trouble. He couldn't do nothing. He made AB honor. I already know what I'm saying. So like,
but he got love for it though.
Yeah, he got love. Like
he got love for the program like no other, bro.
Man, let me say this.
Love for that program.
I never seen a kid with draws, Garinger draws. He got Garinger under. I said, hey man, where you get them from? It was tights, it was track tights, but I'm like, dog, where you get these from? But he, you know what I'm saying? He won the Wildcat Spirit Award.
Oh, not for sure.
Yeah, so like,
yes, he should have.
That kid is Garinger through and through, and that's what makes it. You know what I'm saying? Makes it why I love it over there a little bit. Why I love it over there.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like that's what it is. Like you got to have a blueprint. You got to have your vision, but you also got to open up to the kids' vision too.
Yeah.
Where you see yourself at.
Right.
And then like we had those conversations. Be honest with yourself. So when we get in our circle, nobody can stand on the line. Nobody can stand inside the circle. It's always on the outside. So I tell my kids like, we got to keep our circle tight through all the noise. So, it'll be a lot of noise. A lot of people got something to say, but I do it my way. And then my kids going to do it their way too.